Alrighty guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Before this video gets started, please smash the thumbs up button because I ain't going to continue talking until you do. Alrighty, so I hope you've smashed the thumbs up button now. Please, it helps a lot if you hit that like button. In today's video, we're going to be learning the whip catch. The whip catch. Okay, so this little, I really heard of until I came back into scootering, and a lot of kids would ask me, it's like, how do you whip catch? Like it's a different trick to a tail whip. It's not. It's just an advanced version. So it's just being able to control the tail whip much better. But I have analyzed my tail whips and a few of the kids that I've taught how to tail whip. So I've looked at videos on the difference between theirs and mine, just so I can see exactly if there's any technique differences. And I have found one technique difference that differentiates a whip from a whip catch. And I'm gonna show you that technique today. So in today's video, we're gonna be learning how to whip catch. So yeah, thank you to Jet for calling me out on this one. He wanted to learn this and a few other people wanted to learn this, and in tomorrow's video we're going to do buttercup or whatever. So comment down below what trick you want next, but in today's video we're going to focus on the whip catch. So if you're a non-beginner and you can already whip catch, don't worry about it. Few things before this video starts is I'll be doing it on flat ground, but the same principles apply to a ramp, so don't worry. If you're at a ramp, you can do it at a ramp as well. You can do it on flat ground, anywhere you want. Obviously a whip catch on flat ground is going to be way harder than out of a ramp, so I suggest you get yourself a kicker or something. And I know the people in lockdown are going to have to try do this on flat ground, which is fine. I'm going to do it on flat ground, but you're going to need to jump, okay, to be able to do this. Now let's break it down. Let's go over. Let's do it my style. We're going to do a voiceover and we're going to figure it out. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a traditional tail whip. So I'm going to mimic what a traditional kid doing a tail whip does when they first learn it. And then I'm going to show you my tail whip, which is an advanced whip catch, if you want to call it that. And you can see if you can spot the difference. Now, if you can spot the difference, comment down below what you think the difference is and help teach yourself throughout this video. Okay, I'm going to do the tutorial obviously, but I'm going to put them next to each other and you're going to see the difference between the two. And if you can spot the difference, you're going to automatically know what you have to do. All right, so it's just a little bit of fun within the video, make it a bit more interactive so you guys can learn. All right, so I'm going to get started by doing the traditional tail whip right now, and then we'll do my one. All right. Alrighty guys, so here's the traditional tail whip. Look at that. Alrighty, so when we move to the next one, the whip catch, I want to see if you can spot the difference. So comment down below if you can spot the difference, alright? Alrighty, now we're going to do my tail whip, the whip catch. Alrighty, let's see if we can spot any differences. So we're coming up. There we go. So the major difference here is not the fact that I caught it, but it's the fact that I caught it with 1 foot first. Now that's the key, and if you guess that, you're correct. So oh my god. Alrighty, let's go over the keys for the whip catch. Now, there's one major difference that I have seen after watching the videos back to back, and I'm going to tell you what that major difference is, and hopefully you guys could have already seen it. Now, it's a little technique I call flicking left to right. For me, it's left to right. For you, it might be right to left. Now, so what I've realized when I tail whip these days is that I actually kick it with my front foot. And I'm going to give you an example in slow-mo just by showing you the motion, and this is a technique on how to learn it. So this is the first step of the tutorial, is the motion of the whip catch. Now, this is what I want you guys to be able to do. I'm just going to stand here. I'm going to do it. We're going to slow-mo it. We'll do a voiceover, all right? Alrighty, so this is the first step. We're going to flick it with our front foot, catch it with our back foot. Front foot, back foot. All right, now we'll slow-mo it. So we're going to kick it around with our front foot, pass it to our back foot. So I'm passing from left to right, just like that. Front foot to back foot. Just like this. Bring it out, bring it in. So get it away from you a little bit so you can get that feeling of catching and bringing it in. Because that's exactly what it feels like when you tail whip catch. It feels like it's out here a little bit and then you snap it into your feet. Now it's the same feeling as when you snap your feet together, except you're snapping your feet together once the foot's on the deck, all right? Now obviously the key cues to this stuff when you're doing it out of a ramp is the same as all tricks that I teach, is to watch the deck. You can't do a whip catch if you're not watching the deck. So you need to pick a spot on your deck to watch, flick it, and try to put your foot on that spot that you're watching. It's always about your eye-foot coordination, guys. You need to know exactly where your deck is. You can't whip catch without knowing where your deck is until you're really advanced and can do it by feel. But I suggest not trying to do it by feel first starting off, because you're not going to be able to know where it is, okay? It takes experience, it takes time, okay? So next step is like this. We're gonna pass, we're gonna throw it, catch it, bring it back in. So you wanna get that feeling like this to bring it back in, right? Alrighty guys, let's just brief over it real quick because there's really not much to teach in this video. I might, if this didn't make sense and if it wasn't that good, because I know I'm doing it on flat ground, if it didn't help you at all, I will do one on a kicker if you request it. So if you need me to do this one on a kicker so you can see what it looks like out of a ramp, please let me know down in the comments. But let's just really quick recap everything that we just learned step by step so you can just get it out of the way and learn. Okay, first thing, technique change. Flick with your front foot. That's either gonna be your left or right, depending which way you tail whip. For me, it is left to right. So step one, flick with your front foot, pass it to your left foot. Step two, practice this motion. Catch, down. Flick, catch, down. Flick, don't let it go. You can even do triples. If you want, you can do it like that. So you can flick with your front foot, whip it, down. So this will give you, that'll train your eye, foot coordination. So if you like count, like let's say you do 1, catch, back, 2, catch, back, 3, catch, down, and then you can go 5, catch, down, and it's all the same, watching the deck. Okay, step number 3 is the same thing, but we're gonna jump towards it, and we're gonna catch it with 1 foot. So we're gonna flick it off our front foot, down like that. We're gonna try to get the tail whip around like that. Slowly work our 1 foot to it, and then step number 4, once you can get that, is flick it round and catch it. Give a little bit of a jump, guys. You'll notice it's jump. The technique of flicking it off your front foot is what gives it that power. So that's where the power is coming from. It's not my jump. I can do a whip catch really low too. So for anyone out there that thinks you have to jump super, super, super high, that's not the case. I'll do a whip catch low and I'll do it incredibly fast. Ready? Still a whip catch. I only caught it about that much off the ground, but it's the same technique, all right? So if this helped you guys, please leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. I'm sorry it was not the most detailed tutorial. I do think I will need to revisit this at some point at the skate park, which I will. I've wrote down the ones that I need to revisit. So please let me know what tutorials you want next. I'm thinking about doing the buttercup motion. I've went through a couple of YouTube videos about how to buttercup, and a lot of them are on ramps, but I know some of you guys can't even chuck it. So I want to teach you guys the actual motion, because the motion's important first. If I can do anything while I'm at home, it is teach you the motion, and then when we get to the skate park, we can do advanced techniques to actually landing the trick. So while we're in isolation, the people in Melbourne, or even people that aren't in Melbourne that are still trying to learn it, I'm trying to help you as well. Nonetheless, I hope this video helped you. Quick plug, guys, if you need anything from my store, click the link down in the description. You can get stickers, t-shirts, whatever, stickers, t-shirts, scooters, merch, anything. So whatever you guys need, go down to jeremymerrin.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video.